What it do? It's another episode of the Plowboi podcast. I got Big G Money on here, Big DOC, B Dot, K Dog, and good to have y'all tonight. We got a few topics we like to discuss. We've discussed these throughout the week. Everybody's got different opinions on these. I think this is going to be a great podcast, just like all the rest of them. I'm interested to hear what everybody's got to say tonight, because I'm going to be on the moderating side of things. So I'm going to keep anything I got to say short and sweet, and I'm going to roll the flow over to you guys.
Thinking about leaving, going to a place where I can think without a reason. All of my worries left out in the space. Come Monday, it's back to that old rat race. There's a lean-to burn pile and some hound dogs. An old boy like me just get lost. Whiskey got your boy feeling nice, and I'll be gone the whole night. Really ain't no need to call. The truth is that you don't need to worry at all. I'll be just fine, long as I can just get lost.
So many phone calls and deadlines, articles and headlines. It's okay, another busy day, but I need to get my head right. Ain't crunked the four-wheel driving quite a while, you know the kind.
I want to start with Garrett, because, you know, Garrett's been moderating these, and Garrett really hadn't had the opportunity to kind of, you know, actually truly voice his opinion on most of the matters we got. He always in between, you know, doing his thing with the moderating, and he got to keep his words to a minimum. So I like to, you know, hear what Garrett's got to say. First, rattle out the hat on this first topic, and the first topic is going to be the R. Kelly situation. Is he guilty? In your opinion, do you feel like R. Kelly is guilty of the allegations placed upon him? Will you continue to support or listen to R. Kelly's music? And should anyone else be placed at fault or should he bring anybody else into the mix, as it seems like that's the route he's trying to take to you know, help his time? So Garrett, what's your take on that?
What up, Plowbois? Welcome back in this thing. Buck got us on the 10th episode, man. I appreciate you doing the hosting, bro. So we can get a different look, man. We're a different look. I'm happy to be here and answering these questions for the Plowboi podcast, episode 10. My boy Buck asking about R. Kelly. R. Kelly say, you said three things. You say if he's guilty. You say if he should bring in anybody, name names, in other words. And what was the other one? The public opinion?
Will you still listen? Are you an R. Kelly fan? And if you are, will you still listen to R. Kelly's music? All
right. Well, I'll start with that, man. Always have been a public, from public announcement when he started out, to you know, his group, when he broke up and went solo. Always have been an R. Kelly fan, bro. Grew up on his music. Actually met him once back when he did a concert in Lafayette. So always have been a fan, to answer that question, of his music. You know, personally, my thoughts on if he's guilty or not of the charges that he was found guilty of recently. You know, his guilt or innocence in my eyes really don't matter. If he did what he did, you know, he's gonna have to pay the price. Usually where there's smoke, there's fire. You know, we've always heard the rumors about R. Kelly liking him young. You know, that ain't nothing new. From the rumors about Aaliyah back in the day to, you know, we had the videotapes pissing on a woman, I think. You know, R. Kelly always been in some kind of controversy with female. Whether or not he's guilty, you know, I don't know. I don't know. I know they got a big, strong Me Too movement right now about, you know, one blow the whistle on somebody, and then others start coming out the woodwork and this and that. I do know this, as far as R. Kelly goes, there's some lessons we can learn from. Watch your circle, bro. Watch the people that you bring around you. you know, especially when you're in the limelight and got that fame, bro, because then you're a target, you know. Another thing we could learn from it is also, you know, your money can't always get you out situations. You know, all the money he had and the fame he had, when they came for him, they came for him hard, you know, and they make an example out of him for what he's done, what he's accused of. And as far as what should he, the third thing I think we could definitely learn from it is, your past can come back to haunt you, man. So be careful what you do. You know, those things that he did in the past, he got away with for a long time. Things he was accused of. A lot of people probably aided and abetted on him getting away with that, you know, because of his money, because of his fame. They wanted to be down. You know, back to that last podcast we had about that pride. People wanted to be associated with him, you know, so they did what they did to be associated. And, you know, he might have preyed on Young. And you know, he got to answer for that. He got to, you know, pay his debt to society if that's the case. And as far as should he name names and bring other people in it, why not? You know, if he had other people aiding and abetting, stop them from doing it to somebody else. You know what I'm saying? Now, if he just naming names to get somebody else in trouble, you don't want to go down by itself. And you know, that's a whole nother thing in the snitching realm of it. But you know, if you're trying to protect other people, you done had a change of heart, and you don't want to let them aid in the bed or prey on other people, you know, why not? You know what I'm saying? Everybody could get that. You know what I'm saying? That's my thoughts on Kelly. You know what I'm saying? And I'ma still bang R. Kelly, man. R. Kelly and Aaliyah, rest in peace.
That's a bet. All right, we're gonna move on over to K-Dog. What's your thoughts on that, bro?
I've always listened to R. Kelly. Always liked his music, you know, and probably will support him as far as an artist if he comes out with more CDs, you know, or if he drops more music. I think, in my personal opinion, I think his genre of music is going to change. I think he's going to try to change over to something possibly Christian based. Just because of the fact that a lot of artists that end up getting in trouble, they kind of change that genre of music over to something positive based, you know? As far as if I think he's guilty or not, and I wasn't there. I did see one of the videos that had came out of him doing some stuff. The court found him guilty. I mean, I can't go against that at all, you know? And then the third question about should he actually start giving out names? If it's legitimate names and he actually is coming out with honesty and actually saying, you know, facts instead of just stating opinions or just stating something he may have heard, and he actually knows of these things, firsthand knowledge, I mean, that's like a lot of other people, you know, they get in trouble, they want to bring somebody else down with them. But I think this is on a whole nother magnitude, because these are performers, these are artists, these are people that the world that a lot of people in the world look up to. So if they did the same thing that R. Kelly did, I mean, I think they should be brought to justice, you know? I gotta say about it, you know?
Okay. Big DOC, man, what you think about that whole situation?
What's the question?
About R. Kelly, do you feel that he was, you know, rightfully convicted? Will you still support or listen to his music? And do you feel that he should implicate anyone else in the crimes? And it seems like he's trying to get a lighter sentence or whatnot, or maybe he's trying to do good. Who knows? But those three things: is he guilty? Will you still listen to him, and should he keep quiet about the rest? You know.
Yeah, I'm gonna still bump R. Kelly, man. All this started over Gayle King.
I was actually wondering, R. Kelly, if this interview was going to take place. I really do want to get you on the record about your relationships with underage girls. Because, Robert, this has been such a long-standing allegation against you. You know, starting back in the late 90s.
R. Kelly is at the top of the charts, but he may be in for a fall. He was arrested today on 21 counts of child pornography.
Kelly is accused of videotaping himself having sex with an underage girl.
Taking advantage of minors will not be tolerated.
Jurors found him not guilty on all charges.
Robert has said all along he would be cleared of these terrible charges.
Here we are in 2019. They are still talking about you with underage girls. Have you ever had sex with anyone under the age of 17?
No.
Never?
No. I didn't do this stuff. This is not me. I'm fighting for my life. Y'all killing me with this. I gave y'all 30 years of my career.
Robert.
30 years of my career. And y'all trying to kill me.
The rage.
Nobody wasn't worried about R. Kelly until Gayle King interviewed, and they knew what they was up to. Gayle King and Oprah, they set R. Kelly up big time, man. Made that dude give an interview. And the next thing you know, some of the prosecutors all out the woodwork, let's get R. Kelly, let's get a name for ourselves. So, man, all that is a fraud. And plus the parents, that old 15-year-olds, they already knew what time it was. So, matter of fact, some of them were supporting R. Kelly during the whole trial. So, how can you, man, they went after that dude. They had a whole lot of energy going after R. Kelly, but Larry Nassar was raping those little gymnasts, and they ain't had no energy. The FBI say, y'all don't know what y'all talking about. Go back and cut some flips. But, man, they went after R. Kelly hard and heavy. So, with that being said, yeah, I'm going to still bump R. Kelly. And as for him turning rat, I don't think he should do that. I think he's mad, and I think he's trying to take some people down, but I think he should just stay G. Get him a good lawyer, bro. He might have to do 4 or 5 years, but man, them good lawyers know how to overturn some stuff. So, yeah, that's my take on it. We'll keep it moving.
Good deal, man. That's great. Just to touch on that, man, like Garrett said, man, with a smoke, there's fire. And chances are, a lot of the allegations may be true, but like, Big Doc said, man, I mean, it's a lot of people allowed that. A lot of people set that up for him. A lot of people put those women in the position for him. He didn't go get any of those girls off the street. He was a public figure. And then, he can't just go to regular places like most people do. So, there should be some other people implicated in that ordeal. He ain't by himself with that. I like what Kay said about the, potentially finding, the Lord while he's in prison and doing gospel music. I think that'll be the dude is talented. He could do anything he wants. He could go to Nashville and sing country music. I mean, he could definitely do a gospel album. And I think, hey, what we talk about forgiveness. I mean, he deserved the same forgiveness if he put a gospel album out to be listened to as anyone else. So I like that point too, K-Dog.
Yeah, it's good. Obviously we talked about this. I'm on the same page with y'all on a lot of it. However, I do, just watching the posts on Facebook, back and forth. The one thing I try to stay away from is justifying R. Kelly or justifying R. Kelly's actions in some way by comparing it to what somebody else did. Because I could easily throw out Ghislaine Maxwell and Jeffrey Epstein and say, look, and somebody posted about Woody Allen, who adopted a child and then married the same child once she got older. I could easily throw that stuff out in a comparison to say the court system doesn't do the same thing to those people that they doing to R. Kelly. But at the end of the day, R. Kelly's smart enough, wise enough, and talented enough and understands what he has. You got to be careful. Am I a fan of R. Kelly? Of course I'm a fan of his music. I'm a fan of his music and his art. Will I play his music? I don't have to. Because the other interesting thing that is occurring is R. Kelly don't own his music. The A&Rs do. They gonna still play his music. And so at the end of the day, I shouldn't be judged whether I'm a R. Kelly fan or if I'm gonna continue to listen to R. Kelly fans. If I turn on the music on the radio, they spinning it. And they spinning it because they making money off of it. And so it goes back to what y'all said. There's a lot of other people, parents that are involved with the kids and all the other people. I'm including that with the A&Rs and the record execs and all these people. If you still putting this music out there, you're sending or you're condoning the behavior in a roundabout way. So you must not have a problem with it, right? The other thing I wanted to say was fans. I mean, as a fan, those people don't necessarily steer my decisions. So I listen to rappers who claim to be drug dealers. I've listened to music stars, and I mean, from country and western singers to rappers to movie stars that have had domestic violence cases. I love the work. They're in the entertainment business. So as a person who likes to be entertained by movies and music, of course I'm gonna continue to play the music, but that don't have nothing to do with his lifestyle. I don't share that. And I don't condone what R. Kelly did. Is he guilty? The court said yes. I don't make that decision. And what we know he's guilty of is putting himself in that situation.
Appreciate that. That's a good point, Steph. You know, I like that. You know, a lot of people do. There's a lot of artists out there that most of these guys all into something strange, and just like anybody else, we all sinners, and we all, you know, and people still listen to their music. So I don't think that really ought to have much of a bearing on, you know, whether you want to listen to his music or not. I mean, we just listen to the music, right? We're not. You know, I'm not living their life. I'm not. That's them. That's their business. So that's a good point, man. We'll.
Y'all all spoke on R. Kelly. Everybody except for Kyle Beach, y'all all spoke on R. Kelly, and we all talked about, you know, whether or not we think he was guilty or if he gonna be if he gonna be listened to after this.
All right, shit. Let me see.
How much time you think he gonna get? He's still facing some charges. In Minnesota, I think he got some more trials he got to go to. He was already found guilty for one. How long you think he gonna ever walk? Kay said he gonna make a gospel album. I don't know if they gonna be able to get a beat to him over there. See, Murder ain't made an album. He been locked up for about 25
That's cause see,
years.
Murder, man. Master P know where them bodies at. He ain't going to jail.
So I don't know how Kelly gonna make an album, a gospel album, if he don't touch ground. But let me know. How long y'all?
My thing with R. Kelly. Y'all already spoken. Y'all already talked about R. Kelly already.
Yeah, we did. But you can say your piece. But I want to just answer what Garrett said. That's what when Kay said it earlier. He was like, "I think he's gonna make a gospel album." Man, R. Kelly ain't gonna make no album. He done.
Nah,
he ain't getting out. He ain't getting out.
Yeah, he is. He'll get out. He ain't gonna do life.
And I'll tell you what. This is why I believe he gonna get out. Okay?
He ain't kill nobody. He can get out of that.
Right.
He ain't kill nobody. Ain't nobody's found. He can get out.
The thing about R. Kelly, that's I think it's called malicious prosecution. That's something where they know R. Kelly is guilty of something. So they like, he got off on their last trial. So they like, we are going to get him. The people like the district attorney, all of them, the lawyers, they like, we cannot let him get away. It's like, we know he did something. We're going to find something. We're just going to keep on until we find something that we can lock him up for. The same thing happened with Bill Cosby. They brought charges on him. The charges didn't stick. The charges they were trying to bring was bullshit. So the charges didn't stick. They're like, okay, he got away this time, but we keep on him until we can build the case. They built the case and got it. But Bill Cosby got out. Same thing they did with Michael Jackson. Built the case on him. He was still under investigation when he died. People think he killed himself or whatever. O.J. Simpson beat his case. They're like, we're going to keep on him until we can get him. They set him up, got him in Las Vegas. What they doing with R. Kelly is the same thing.
If R. Kelly get out,
he gonna do some time.
He probably gonna do about 5 years. He done told on some folks. Cause that's the only way They gonna let him
he
out.
definitely gonna get off.
He
Just he got too much money. And the lawyers know
he gonna put a line of people behind in jail. He gonna be like Tekashi 6ix9ine on this bit.
He already started. They said.
But the thing of it is, especially in America, it's not if you guilty or not guilty. It's do your lawyer eat lunch with the judge. That's how you get off if you go to jail. If your lawyer eat lunch with the judge, you going home. If the judge don't like your lawyer, you sit out.
Damn, that's corruption.
It don't matter if you're guilty or not, because they don't put plenty of innocent black men.
Now he's starting to touch on that
guilty or not guilty.
They
don't care if he's guilty or not. Emmett Till wasn't guilty and they still hung him. So, that's the way that go. They gonna put a case on you, and if they can get a jury, all they gotta do is get the jury to say guilty, and they got you. It don't matter what you did, if you did it or not, whatever. They got you. So I feel like he gonna do some time. He gonna do about 5 or 6 years. He's gonna come back on appeal, and he gonna get out.
So then y'all saying he gonna blow because any album he drop after that gonna blow.
The comeback album like a fool.
That boy gonna sell platinum in 2 days.
He gonna blow.
Probably do a gospel album with Kanye West or something.
And we don't know what music he doesn't have. We don't know what music he doesn't have already recorded. I mean, Pac was dropping albums 5-10 years after he passed away. We don't know what type of music R. Kelly has already prepared, just for his comeback.
He dropped if he made some music, he dropped it. I'm telling you, he ain't
nah.
He got some music he ain't dropped yet.
He is a Tupac. Yeah, I would definitely argue on that. He is a Tupac of R&B.
I say he the Jay-Z of R&B because Jay-Z come with an album, he drop it. He been dropping albums since the 90s. I don't believe he got nothing in the treasure trove. He got just
the thing about it is though,
albums in the safe that he ain't released. He released double albums.
We shouldn't, the sad thing about it is, honestly, the dude's so talented, bro.
He is.
And he could have went down as one of the greatest. Still probably will go down as one of the greatest R&B singers to ever live, man. And it's the conversation we having about it. It's tragic. It's tragic, man.
You got to separate the man.
We got to do better, bro, as far as the people, man. Because, dog, we could have been having a different conversation right now. We could have been having a different conversation, but because of his faults, because of his mistakes,
he did that. He was doing that. That's the difference. Tupac was smoking weed and rapping in the studio. He would leave the studio and go pick up a 14-year-old girl from cheerleading practice.
Season 2 bucked up.
And I think I'm sure he can get out, man. Especially
too much money. Too good a lawyer.
The path of redemption. If he go like anybody, you can be free. I've literally watched people pray themselves out of prison. It's possible. I watched my best friend do it. And my best friend, he had 6 more years in prison, and he was eligible for parole. And he got denied the first time, and he got it the second time, and there was no reason he should have got out of prison. Like, I mean, the amount of charges and first degree murder, he shot a dude 9 times. He shot a dude in Illinois. He had all kind of shit going on, and so many, way more charges than R. Kelly got. Like, he should have never saw the light of day again. He had 6 more years, and dude just found himself in prison and really, really, really pulled like a Gucci Mane. He really reinvented himself. Now he a pipeline inspector in North Carolina doing the same thing I'm doing. You know what I mean? Been out of prison for 3 years, totally reinvented himself. Bought 10 acres of land, and bought a brand new diesel truck this year. Like I said, but he reinvented himself in prison. R. Kelly can shake back. I done seen people come back from way worse. It ain't the end for him, but he gonna have to, like Kay made a good point, man. He gonna have to. I think he can do well if he drop a gospel album. I think he got the voice, he got the message. He can reach a lot of people. That's the point. Like people that's with sinners. I would listen.
R. Kelly already got a gospel album.
I like gospel music. Like
R. Kelly already got a gospel.
I like gospel music.
He got a Christmas album. He got a 12 foreplay album. R. Kelly got every album you can think of. So a lot of churn been born because of R. Kelly. A lot of churn because we got one that say he ain't getting out. Two, me and B Dot, and then we got two that say he gonna get out.
He gonna get out.
We got three that say he gonna get out. But I mean, K Dog, what you say?
Man, it all depends on what he does. You know, I can see him changing some people's lives if he goes over the gospel. Even if he drops, I can't tell you he gonna get out or not, man. I can't answer that question.
Yeah, but we ain't trying to predict.
Okay, let me tell you something.
We just saying our opinion, man. So K say he caught in between. He gonna wait for the gospel album, then he gonna make his
Like what Buck was saying about the dude, you can fool people, you can't fool God. And it's like for us, we judge shit. Oh, you killed somebody, that's so bad. Oh, you stole $1 million, that's so bad. But like we look at shit in degrees. God don't look at shit like that. Oh, you killed somebody, that's a sin. Oh, you stole some shit, that's a sin. You stole a TV, that's a sin. You stole some candy, that's a sin. That's how God looks. So God look at redemption the same way. You sin, you repented, okay. You sin, you don't give a fuck, you're gonna keep on doing it, go your way. So with R. Kelly, to me judging him, I feel like the shit he was doing was weird. But I'm not his judge. I can't judge his soul. I don't have heaven or hell to put him in. They got a jail they can put him in, they put his ass in there. You know what I'm saying? But the same way, they not the ultimate judge. And if God say let him go, they gotta let him go. You know what I mean? So that's a part of the reason why. And like they said, like Kay said, depending on what he do, if he go to jail and if he make the right moves, he do the right thing, he can get out. You know what I mean? If it's God's will, he can get out of it. You know what I mean? But like for me, I don't know. I can't say what God's judgment is of him because he was doing some fucked up shit. And I can say for my own personal life, I was doing fucked up shit, thinking I was getting away with it, and God sat my ass down. When I got my act together, God let me back up. So it's like that's just the way shit is. He gonna always be R. Kelly, Pied Piper, all of them. I believe I can fly and shit. That shit. It's always gonna be whatever records he sold and all that. People may not be listening to it now, but I guarantee he get out in 5 years, all of his music gonna be back booming. He do a gospel album or some shit. I feel like if he do a gospel album, that'll be like the exact right move. You know what I mean? Because he already did the gospel album. I think he started singing in church. I'm not really sure. I don't know.
He did.
DLC, I guarantee you, he part of he part of that choir at church. I mean, at that prison.
Plowboy trying to go hard. The Plowboy, man, y'all.
Yeah, you were born with dirty hands. Yeah, you a plowboy, and you're freaking silly, boy. Just trying to make you understand. Yeah.